the biggest lie they tell black men?
That we not gods. You know what I'm talking about? That we need to be subservient to anything, that we need to be humble.
People didn't respect black people. Even today, it still goes on. Black people have always been labeled as subhuman. Some actually saw us as animals. You've heard about the stories of colonization and slavery.
There are more black people in the United States than there are people in Canada. Black population is bigger than the population of an entire country. The idea that we are a minority, it's meaningless.
What's one thing every black man should know today?
We're kings. There's melanation on your skin, you win.
It's why colonial missionaries could call Africa the Dark Continent. Not because it lacked light, but because they couldn't see its humanity. Words aren't harmless. They build worlds. So when people say dark like it's bad, they're not describing reality. They're revealing what they were taught to fear. Because darkness isn't evil. It's the soil that births life.
What's the biggest lie they tell black men?
That we not gods. You know what I'm talking about? That we need to be subservient to anything, that we need to be humble to anything. You understand me? That we need to work 1,000 times harder. In reality, we just need to work for ourselves.
Imagine, but I imagine, that people didn't respect black people. Even today, it still goes on. Black people have always been labeled as subhuman. Some actually saw us as animals. You've heard about the stories of colonization and slavery. Black people were tortured, displayed in cages like wild animals in Europe and all that. Black people were castrated to prevent them from even having offspring. Black people were treated as less than animals. You know that in Congo they considered cardboard to be more valuable than black skin. They preferred to dry rubber on black people's skin rather than pay for cardboard to dry the rubber. Black people have suffered a lot. So slavery for centuries and centuries, colonization, and this war, you see that they came and took our ancestors without their consent. They sent them to the slaughterhouse on the front lines, and when they came back, you heard what happened in Senegal. When they tried to claim their money, they were killed. That is to say, they do not consider black people. And yet they went to fight alongside so-called allies who treated them like that.
There are 42 million black Americans, all descendants of slaves. Did you know that's the same size of population as Afghanistan? There are more black people in the United States than there are people in Canada. Black population is bigger than the population of an entire country. Did you know that there are more black Americans than the average country? Ghana only got 37 million people, 39. Regardless, we overpopulate them. The idea that we are a minority, it's meaningless. We're a minority only because we live in a country that takes up 1/3 of an entire continent. There are more black Americans than there are people in California and Texas. Those are the largest states in America. If black people all gathered in one place, we could have a small country. We are a nation inside of a nation. We are unlike other minorities because we are all the same. We aren't just a race. We are one culture. We don't come from different nations, different cultural backgrounds. We represent one culture, one identity. Stop letting the diasporic people trick you out your spot. We don't need to look to the diaspora for identities with 42 million strong, bigger than the average African nation, under one tribe. Not segmented people under the guise of a nation, but one people under one identity. We have accomplished more in this nation than fully black nations with black leadership. People's opinions about who we are is irrelevant. At this point, 42 million people, doesn't matter what happened 400 years ago. Doesn't matter from the different places we came from. All of that is long gone. The only thing that matters is that we're here now. We're looking to the future that we're about to build. We are in the coming of a black Renaissance era. It will not be missed because people are looking to the past and to the diaspora for answers when they have none. It's time to let all of that go. None of that stuff matters anymore. We are here, and we're not going nowhere with 42 million people. Let that sink in. 42 million. We are a nation.
What's one thing every black man should know today?
Every black man needs to know that you are not alone.
What's one thing every black man should know today?
Oftentimes, you're one connection away from changing your life. We're kings. There's melanation on your skin, you win. So know that they deserve to be here. You the best at everything you do. Don't tell yourself otherwise.
There's life after trauma.
And we're better together.
Man, black man got swag.
Yay!
That we're relevant. That you are loved.
Black Men's World is a traveling cookout.
Motivate and uplift.
Community. It's all about the community. You're valuable, you're important, and you're needed.
And we're on the same team. We are powerful and unforgettable.
Be the change you want to see in your community.
You are enough. Amen.
Oh, yeah.
We changing our image.
Take care of your family. Drink plenty of water.
You are loved, you are valued, and you are needed.
We create our own standards.
Keep a suit in your closet, because you'll never know who you'll meet out here.
Always put God first. Be resilient.
If you fail, it's just a learning opportunity.
Look in the mirror every day and say, hey man, I love you. Just keeping yourself together as black men as a group.
It is okay to cry.
Give it one go around, live it to the fullest, don't leave no gas in the tank.
Any negative situation, find a positive thing.
Black men should know that they are powerful and they can do anything they put their mind to.
What black men should know, I would definitely say, who are you?
Awareness, figuring out their strengths and how to exploit their strengths.
One thing every black man should hear today is that they're important.
Stay strong.
What's one thing every black man should know today?
That we're amazing.
Can't go wrong with that.
As black people, and I'm calling out everybody black, we have to create our own black privilege. We have to. It's non-negotiable. What does that look like? I was on a plane sitting first class. There was a little girl walked by me. She had her backpack on. She was so adorable, and she just kept staring at me. And I said, "You are so pretty." And she goes, right, she looked away. I said, "No, you are so pretty." And then I heard her ask her mom, like, about me sitting up front, right? What that means. Her mom said, "Oh, that's first class." And she said, "Mommy, why we can't sit here?" So they're having this quiet conversation.
Right.
They get in their seat. I told the stewardess, "Go get that little girl." She said, "Which one?" The little girl that walked by me. She went and got the little girl. I said, "Listen, you have my seat if the mom's okay with it." The mom was like, "Absolutely." So I said, "She has my seat. Whatever she wants, order it." But my point is, I created black privilege with that. We have to start to create that. White people only have white privilege because they privilege their people. We have to start seeing our black people and privilege them. Yeah. We have to do that. That is something I'm calling out every black person to do. If you got a penny or if you got $1 million, figure out once a day what black person you can privilege. I don't care if it's your neighbor or if it's a family member. Please do that.
You ever stop to think how everything dark is always bad? Dark times, dark magic, dark humor, the dark ages. But then light, that's good, right? That's holy, that's pure. Who decided that? Because that wasn't language, that was conditioning. And it's one of the oldest lies that empire ever told. Before colonization, darkness wasn't evil. It was divine. In African cosmologies, darkness was the beginning. In Kemet, ancient Egypt, Kemet literally meant black land, named for the fertile soil that gave life. In Yoruba belief, creation began in darkness, where the divine shaped the world from water and clay. In the Dogon tradition, the blackness of the universe wasn't absence, it was potential. Darkness was the womb, the resting place, the sacred unknown. It wasn't something to fear, it was something to honor. Then Europe needed an enemy, of course. Not just on the battlefield, but in imagination. So they rebranded darkness itself. Christian translators started pairing light with God, with goodness with salvation, and darkness with sin, evil, and the devil. Artists painted angels in gold and demons in shadows. Writers called the medieval era the Dark Ages, as if nothing of value existed outside of their version of light. It wasn't just about color, it was about control. Because if light meant holy and white meant light, then black and everyone who looked like it could be cast as the opposite. That's how racism got spiritualized before it was ever legalized. And the language stuck. I'm guilty. We still say black list, black male, dark forces, dark money. And we use light to mean truth and dark to mean deception, without realizing that we're repeating propaganda from the 1400s. That lie got baked into everything: art, religion, politics, skin. It's why colonial missionaries could call Africa the dark continent, not because it lacked light, but because they couldn't see its humanity. Words aren't harmless. They build worlds. So when people say dark like it's bad, they're not describing reality. They're revealing what they were taught to fear. Because darkness isn't evil. It's the soil that births life. It's the night that heals what the day burned. It's the color of the cosmos before creation took form. Darkness is where everything begins, and everything returns. So maybe the question isn't why is dark bad? Maybe it's who benefits when it is. They taught us to fear the dark, when the truth is, we came from it.
The absent black father, a lie, was born, sold, and still profits, from chains to character. You heard the black stereotype. Black fathers are missing. What if I told you it's one of the longest running lies in American history, built brick by law by law? It has its roots in Reconstruction. After the Civil War, slavery was abolished, but white power structures needed a new way to control black bodies, especially black men. That's when the myth of the black brute emerged, a violent, uncontrollable male figure, a threat to the white women, white property, and white supremacy, a perfect excuse for lynching, voter suppression, and recriminalizing black existence. So began the rise of black codes, criminalizing vagrancy, lordery, or talking back, chain gangs, and convict leasing, which funneled thousands of freedmen back into forced labor. Media propaganda like Birth of a Nation in 1915, which portrayed black men as rapists and savages, sparked Klan revivals and national hysteria. Let's be clear, the dangerous black man was a social fear. It was a deliberate invention designed to justify surveillance, separation, and systemic exclusion. From danger to derelict. As the 20th century progressed, white American story about black men evolved from the violent criminal to the irresponsible father. This was a PR pivot, not a progress story. Enter the Moynihan Report in 1965, where the U.S. government said the fundamental problem is family structure. That's rich considering the Jim Crow laws dismantled black wealth and community. The GI Bill excluded black vets. Public housing split families, and welfare rules forced men out of the home to qualify. It's not the black men weren't present, it's that they were systematically punished for being there. The stereotype of the absent black father replaced black brute, but kept the same function. The black people for inequality, the justified disinvestment over policing and mass incarceration to distract from the real problem, structural racism within this PR. Let's look at 2013. The CDC study again, yes, the government one. Black dads are more likely than white and Hispanic dads to eat meals with their kids, help with homework, bathe and dress their kids, read to them, and yet the myth persists. Why? Because the lie is convenient. It absolves policymakers, it fuels TV crime dramas, and it lets racism dress up like a concern for children. This isn't about missing fathers. It's about missing accountability for systems that created this myth and the receipts that prove it. It's a lie. Follow for more truths, culture buried under centuries of fear and bad headlines. Peace.
Better turn around, Go back! Go back!
We were riding down this block and these white people start saying, get out of here, niggas. You know, get out of my neighborhood. Don't come to this neighborhood. And then they start hitting on her. Throwing rocks and everything else. Throwing rocks. Because we were in their neighborhood.
We went on a bike hike to McDonald's. We didn't mean to bother anybody.
We had a nice
time. We saw a gathering, so we went down there to see what was happening. All right. I mean, we didn't bother anybody. We weren't looking for trouble. I never even know people around here were like that. I've never experienced anything like this in my life.
What happened to you?
Nothing happened to me, but this little butt short.